talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. My love, he makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, one, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's walking alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're a man, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And tonight, we get to see DeAndre Jordan. Kenny's come a long way since being drafted in the second round back in 2008.
Man, I can't believe he's been in the league over a decade. That's amazing. Either you're getting old or he's getting old.
I'm not getting old. I'm not aging at all.
One of you guys are getting old. But he went from a project to an NBA All-Star.
Excellent defender, excellent rebounder. Most of his points come within 5 feet of the basket. Drafted in the second round. But guess what? Kenny's got the $200 million.
Wow.
Thanks for joining us.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. The Mavericks hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. They haven't started out with the success they had hoped for, but the season obviously is still very young.
And before the season, guys, not much was expected of this group. We heard them saying that they were going to prove the doubters wrong, but so far that has not been the case. It's been a struggle.
Brent, a lot of experience on the floor. Talk about why it's so hard to succeed if you do not have that kind of veteran leadership.
If guys stay around this league long enough, Kevin, they've seen a little bit of everything. And when they've seen those things, the fact that they could communicate it to guys who haven't, sometimes they can keep you calm, make sure you temper your expectations, and then have you understand just how long not only the season is, how long a game is, how long a quarter is, and how long even one possession can be in order for you to be more successful and learn the lessons of this game to be better the next time.
You've had a lot of guys come across your path. Any one veteran that comes right out top of your head who really helped you along?
I'll throw way back to Chris Mullen and the time that I worked a lot with Chris in the early part of my career, just preparing to be in the NBA and talking through stories about the type of hard work, the type of consistent work, and the type of mentality you have to not only succeed individually, but certainly to have team success.
Great story. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Robinson is out there with Vonleh. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Dotson in at the 3, the small forward. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach David Fizdale.
The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about their record. He told me, well, we've been learning the hard way. Anything less than 100% effort will not get it done. We want our guys to recognize that and be hungrier than they've been. Is it talent? Is it effort? Well, they're still trying to figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good.
A tremendous opportunity for David Fizdale to re-energize his coaching career. Just that short stint he had in Memphis. He's a smart guy, a ton of charisma, which of course the New York fans are going to react to, and try to rework this roster and find some talent and push forward.
He hits the second from the line. And when it came to hiring Fizdale, the Knicks went so far as to contact their former coach, Pat Riley.
Yeah, Pat, a bit of Knicks royalty with his success in the Big Apple, said this about Fizdale, that he's got a great mind and that he'll be mentally prepared for everything New York throws at him. So a good choice for the Knicks, and we'll see how he performs in the big city.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Smith. Barnes has got his second basket.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Ntilikina kicks to Vonleh. And the pass to Dotson. It's Robinson high post over Jordan. Here's Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
This is a kid who loves to play. Vonleh working hard on the offensive boards, then going into a myriad of moves that he's been developing for the score.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Matthews with the steal. Jordan with the bucket.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And stolen by Jordan. Over Robinson, and it's Dallas with another.
These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. They're in a great groove.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And this is one of Smith's strengths, his ability to attack and cut through the defense and just finishing with ease at the rim.
Here's Ntilikina. Dotson the pass to Robinson. Ball's knocked loose. New York again turning it over. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Andre Jordan is second, and of course Enes Kanter.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Now here's Doncic. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
And last year for the Knicks, a bit of a throwback offense. First in the league in 2-point attempts and second to last in the league in 3-point attempts. We'll see if the new coaching staff changes some of those numbers.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And talking about the Knicks last year, definitely one of the bigger teams in the NBA.
Interesting to look down at their scoring last year, as their top 4 scorers were either centers or forwards. And that's a little bit unusual in today's game, where most of the impact's coming from your point guard or a wing player. Not the case for the Knicks, so they're looking for some backcourt help.
a chance to check out some stats for Ntilikina. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 6 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. You know, year one, he was learning the ropes. I think he's hoping to make a much bigger impact in his second campaign.
Absolutely. As a rookie, the game just goes incredibly fast. Sophomore year, things start to slow down.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And stolen by Barnes.
Yikes!
Wow.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. 3.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against New York.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thoughts.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. Barnes hits them both. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, to the inside, Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And he's emerging here. Vonleh absolutely unconscious this game. Impressive how his offensive game continues to develop.
Hardaway with the steal. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Smith. Knocked loose. Pass to Dotson. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Hardaway has got his first points of the game.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
Matthews against Hardaway. That's tipped. Here's Ntilikina. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Still working on his postgame. Vonleh using that giant 7'3" wingspan to full advantage.
It's Matthews on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. And the wing jumper offline. Knicks trail by 3. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Matthews into the lane. Robinson with the block. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Dotson the pass to Hardaway. Can't hit from in close. Dallas leading by 3. Smith dishes to Jordan. Dallas moving it around. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Jordan. And that's 13 points for Harrison Barnes.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
An average threat from beyond the arc. Ntilikina needs to keep working on that part of his game.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Hardaway. Misses the 3.
And that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Here's Matthews. Dallas with a fresh shot clock. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
I play tennis for the Rolex. I be in Miami, never seen a beach. In the fountain blue when you saw me. She was got the. I just came to get these fits off. I'm everywhere, I just didn't get no pics off. You was there, you saw me get my. Oh, you heard about it. Bloody gossip. I had to get it poppin'. I ain't had no running game, I ain't had no option. Now I really got it. I really do, I really got it. Ain't no secret to it. If I did it, then I had to do it. She really do, she really got it. I had to do it, she came through it.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Matthews. And then for New York, Thomas checked in for Noah Vonleh. And it's Burke in for Frank Ntilikina. Double team on Thomas, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Doncic comes with the double team, and stolen by Jordan.
Great execution of the double team right there, able to strip it and then get the possession. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Inside. Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
Barea finds Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
I'll tell you what, he just brings that Mamba mentality, if you will. When he's got a chance to attack the rim, boy, he just goes to another gear.
Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
And no issues with how they played. I mean, the problem simply is they just couldn't finish.
Maybe the post-game comments will be about playing a 50-minute game. They could have used 2 more minutes in this one.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
I don't think you ever expect to carve out such a big lead early on in a game like this, but let's see if they can maintain momentum.
Substitution for the Knicks. Menace Cantor. Mario Huzardo. Alonzo Trier.
Mavericks on D. It's a 10-point game. Right wing. Here's Trier. Knocks down the 3 ball. Trier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Here's Thomas. That one goes in. And now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
Right in Thomas's wheelhouse, known for good shot selection. He executes this time on the inside.
Yep, that one goes.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Cantor, to the paint. Here's Hezonja, and finished off by Hezonja.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space.
Pass to Burke. Some nice passing by New York here. That shot wide open. Thomas got 5 now.
That's a nice surprise. After a few years in the league with some limited range, much better in the mid-range, Thomas now a threat from distance.
Good work there as it goes. And you talk about Cantor's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a 3-point shot to his repertoire.
Back to Hezonja. 3-pointer. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Jordan against Thomas. Cantor. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Barnes. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Out left to the wing. Here's Thomas. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The drive by Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
New York, no good that time either. Here's Dallas. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And the basket is good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And off target that time from Trier. Smith kicks to Barnes. And stolen by Hezonja. Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Burke. Burke's got 4 assists now tonight.
And you'll take that shot every time down. Beautiful work all the way around.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
The Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Mike Powell comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Smith. And the dunk by Doncic.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Here's Cantor. He can't hit that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Dallas foul call. Luka Doncic. That's his first.
And the intangibles of Lance Thomas, he's really pretty much an effort guy and team first with his attitude. He has been the team captain before, and some of the younger guys can learn a lot from the approach that Lance Thomas brings on a daily basis.
The first one falls.
What you got to like about Lance Thomas is that he's worked as hard for his career as anyone in the league after going undrafted.
And so he makes both from the line. Dallas leading by 14. Stolen by Thomas. Burke with it. No points in the game yet for him. And Thomas has it in the corner. New York, no good that time either. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Finney-Smith. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
One shot.
.20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Burke, the pass to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Here's Finney-Smith. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 5 assists tonight.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Mavericks on top, leading by 17. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Frank Ntilikina has established himself as a legit defender. He spoke about his mindset.
Defense is 80% of will and 20% ability. So you try to stop the player in front of you and you try to deny him to score the basket. That's just the challenge, and that's what I love in this part of the game.
A young player with an advanced understanding of defense, and his length gives him an edge.
And his defense is something he enjoys. If he can put it all together at both ends, he's a player you can build around.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, you've got a huge advantage.
They've got J.J. Barea. He's out there with Doncic, and it's Powell in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. 13 feet away. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call.
2 shots,
New York
gentlemen.
with the foul.
2.
Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent. Coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be accessible. But
I think you're right.
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league. But it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more, make more decisions,
and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not your team wins the basketball game or loses it. Because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you could get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
Matthews with the steal. And it's Matthews with the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
A nice shot by Barea.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Burke kicks to Hezonja. Up top, Cantor. Now here's Burke, guarded by Barea. Sinks the triple.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
And he makes that one.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half, because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
Thomas kicks to Burke. Lets the three fly. Powell pulls it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Matthews has got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively. Just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. How he did last season. Averaged 17 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Barea. 8 points for Wesley Matthews.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Dallas making a switch here. Measury's checked in. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Down low, it's tipped. Hardaway with the steal. And they're running. And there's the call on Measury. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Matthews. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hardaway finds Robinson. Here's Vonleh. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses, almost playing in a secondary break where you've either coming off a score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO, because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker on the floor. Now you have 3 and sometimes 4 getting that job done.
For Dallas, they've gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
And the Mavericks call time here.
so lucky now to have you all along, girl. I really love the way you look, girl. Ever I was, baby. You blow my mind, baby. I'm so alive, baby. You blow my mind.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Knicks. Knicks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
And so here is Dallas. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Tries a 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but's yet to make another one.
Here's Finney-Smith. The shot from the low post is good. Finney-Smith's got 4 this quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Ntilikina passes to Dotson. The 9-foot shot, and good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Matthews. Ntilikina with the rebound. The Knicks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. It doesn't go for him, so the Mavericks will take it the other way.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one. You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Smith checked in for Dallas. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Smith. Back to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Matthews into the lane. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Hardaway kicks to Robinson. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Powell. Here's Vonleh. Last game out, he had 14. Hardaway with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Hardaway has gone just 1 of 5 from the field.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. returning to New York with a 4-year, $71 million contract that surprised many. He's got to shoot better than he did last season to be worth that kind of money.
They double him with Matthews. To the paint. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night.
Hardaway Jr. committed to get inside on that particular play, locked in and shrugging off the defense.
And Hardaway, of course, the son of former All-Star point guard Tim Hardaway, who played with the Warriors in the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, Hardaway Jr. much more comfortable, I think, off the ball in terms of spotting up and attacking. Definitely has worked on his ball handling and creating a little bit more of his own offense.
Here's Ntilikina in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Matthews. Offensive rebound Mavericks. And he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for DeAndre Jordan.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
For New York, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And ball movement is important to any club. Ntilikina making it a priority to share it with his guys.
And here we go. A slam dunk by Robinson.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
The Knicks shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. This one for three. The shot's good from Ntilikina. Ntilikina's got 7 points for the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Here's Barnes, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Now Hardaway. He's coming off a 37-point game against Indiana.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
New York shooting in the second quarter has been superb, 58% from the field. Ntilikina can't hit.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Doubled by Smith. Down low, Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
That's one of the things about Vonleh. As he develops more strength in his upper body, he's going to be a force around the rim.
Here's Smith. Lays it up off the glass. Smith's got 13.
Not sure you can ask for a better look. He can make those shots while sleeping.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 10. Tipped away. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. And Smith with the stuff.
Showing more intensity on the defensive end. When Smith Jr. is engaged, he's effective at getting steals.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Some nice passing by New York here. 5 to shoot. Here's Hardaway. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
1:43 left in the first half of the game. The pass to Dotson. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
And stolen by Vonleh. Shot on the wing, and again it's New York. And it's Barnes with the ball for Dallas. Here's Smith. And he uses the glass on the layup. 17 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ntilikina passes to Hardaway. To the middle. Ntilikina can't hit. So it's the Mavericks now. Here's Doncic. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Hardaway kicks to Dotson. From downtown, can't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Doncic dishes to Barnes. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. .23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the call against Lance Thomas. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Barnes left side. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. To the inside. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Got to be smart enough to take what the defense allows. Lance Thomas does it that time at the rim.
Smith for three. Another three for Dallas. Here's Burke. Harrison Barnes getting it done for Dallas. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been finding me. I've just been trying to run hard, make good backdoor cuts, run it in transition, and give me good looks.
You have not stopped moving at all, and it's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Harrison Barnes was the man in the first. He ended up with 36 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, you look at a guy like Harrison Barnes, and you can feel his confidence in the first half. And that's very important for him. And when he feels confident, he plays like an upper echelon guy.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Cars crossing back and forth over the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge as we welcome you back to Dallas. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
The Knicks shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Robinson is out there with Von, and it's Ntilikina in at point guard. The drive by Barnes. Misses from short range.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Hardaway with it. Matthews covering. They double him with Matthews. Here's Dotson. It's rebounded by Dallas. On the wing, Barnes. Chalk up 2 there. Barnes has got 38 points.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Dotson. Robinson passes to Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Smith drives in. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
And even if you get a hand up, Smith knows how to finish. When he's in the post, he is dangerous.
Outside Hardaway. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Matthews.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
And you got to respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
The Knicks have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Hardaway finds Robinson. Here's Dotson, guarded by Jordan. Hardaway against Matthews. To the paint, here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Inside, here's Vonleh, and the dunk by Vonleh.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Doncic. Buries it down low. Doncic has got 11 points. For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Nilikina passes to Robinson. Out to the wing. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
He's just so efficient, getting his points within the flow of the offense. Great recipe for success.
And so it's New York with it. Here's Vonleh. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Vonleh's got 26 points.
Well, he's done his part, no doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Barnes. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's hit the proverbial switch, effortlessly finding different ways to score.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Taking a look here at numbers for Wesley Matthews. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg, by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he makes the first.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Doncic, and Barea subbed in for Smith. And so Jordan nails both of them. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Poked loose. Now here's Barnes. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Barnes. The Knicks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Yet another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Down low, here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Here's Finney Smith. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Finney Smith's got 11 points. Here's Ntilikina. 10 points for him. Here's Finney Smith. Off target from outside. Pass to Dotson from outside the arc. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 5 assists in the game.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. For New York, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Hardaway Jr. with a show of strength who got to the inside there and then converted through the contact. And Tim Hardaway Jr. came into the league as an athlete and a shooter and a good player out in transition on the run. And he really improved his game under Mike Budenholzer in Atlanta. I think he really learned how to work more efficiently, and that helped him out. He's improved his game a little bit each year, and not too long ago signed a big free agent contract to stay in New York.
And thinking about Tim Hardaway Jr., it's interesting how different his game is from his dad's.
Yeah, Tim was more of a setup point guard, at least Tim Sr. with the killer crossover. And Jr. would much rather spot up or, again, play in transition and get you out in the open court. So he's not so much a facilitator as he is a scorer.
And that one's good. Burke.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
From deep, Barea. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barea. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Monday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And that one's good. Burke.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Barea. He has 6. And here's Matthews from the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Knicks on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. They double him with Matthews. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And a look here at the shot chart for Barnes.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Barea, no good. New York shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Burke can't get it to go.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see them. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily, he bricked the mid-range.
And Finney Smith gets it to go. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Kicks it to Cantor. Back to Burke. And here is Hezonja. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official he ain't buying.
Trier, he's checked in for Hardaway. Dallas calls timeout.
Now to see the numbers for Cantor. Last season, he played outstanding. 5th in field goal percentage, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. To the middle, here's Burke. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Trey Burke taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Burke. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Knicks ball.
Here's Burke. He's got 8. They double him with Matthews. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And he uses the glass on the layup. Matthews has got 18 points.
And those close-range shots are what you want him taking. They always have a great chance of falling.
Pass to Burke. Lets the 3 fly. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Matthews. And the shot is long.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
The Knicks have had an off night from the stripe tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. And the Mavericks with possession. Here's Powell. Unable to get that one. Good D by Thomas. Hazonia with the ball. A putback. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. And Matthews gets it to go.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
Thomas gets a wide open look, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
To the wing on the left. New York moving the ball around. Yep, that one goes in there. Hazounia's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Matthews. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. And it's Burke with the ball for the Knicks. Pass to Hazanya. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Cantor. Over Matthews. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Wesley Matthews picks one up. And you look at Cantor's numbers, you would have thought he would have gotten more minutes sprint over the years.
Yeah, kind of interesting that he's averaged a little over 20 minutes a game thus far, and the NBA is now about stretching the floor and matching up against multi-positional players, and maybe that's keeping Ennis from pushing the 30-minute mark.
And he knocks down the first one.
The former Turkish star and 3rd overall pick in the 2011 draft, Cantor is still trying to become a dominant force at the NBA level.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. So he gets them both. Dallas shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. The shot by Powell, no good.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
To the inside, Thomas, and then Thomas with the dunk.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Burke kicks to Cantor. Here's Hazanya, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hazanya's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Trier. 6 points for him. It's Hazonia in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks shooting almost 60% from the field here in the 3rd. They are really feeling it. And J.J. Barea, the bucket on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. .106 left here in the 3rd quarter. Inside, here's Burke. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Burke's got 10.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And there's the pass to Cantor. Over to the left wing. Inside. Count it. 6 points for him.
With a number of go-to moves and a soft touch, Cantor can crush you inside.
And the call against Lance Thomas. That's his third foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Measury, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Dennis Smith in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Salah Measury.
Here's Doncic. He's got 11. Here's Smith. No good with the layup. New York's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Got that one up quick. Azanya's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Burke finds Cantor. Now Hazonia, defended by Measury. Burke looking over the floor to the inside. Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Harrison Barnes getting it done for Dallas. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And for the Mavericks, their shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Azanya's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Passes it to Trier. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
If there's a skill set you like your point guard to have, that's exceptional court vision. Moutier shows it off there with that assist.
Brunson, good.
You cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. Got a hand on it. They recover it. He tries for 3. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
New York ball.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Tuesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And that one against the Bulls, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That free throw, no good. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that they can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
That's his second personal foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Doncic. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. To the inside. And he lays it straight in.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Broke off. And he uses the glass on the layup. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Hezonja. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Basket counts.
With the shot.
Here's Moutier. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. He feeds it to Vonleh. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Brunson. Sweet little floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Kicks it to Vonleh. And there's the feed to Moutier. Off with the layup.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
It's rebounded by Vonleh.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Doncic comes with the double team. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Doncic with the steal. And they're running. Brokoff. The shot from the low post is good.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Out to the right wing. Here's Trier. New York, no good that time either. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Assisted by
The Mavericks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And he gets the bucket. As the league's star power grows, we see more players taking on roles in entertainment, which is kind of interesting. Do you think that's a distraction at all?
Did you know that I was in a movie myself, Kevin?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up? You have firsthand knowledge of this stuff. Your fingerprints are all over this question.
Yeah, not a distraction. I mean, come on. It's an opportunity for guys to go.
It was fun, right? You loved your experience, didn't you?
I did love my experience. I did a couple commercials when I was in Los Angeles. It's a lot of fun.
And you were good.
You're amazing, Kevin. Thank you.
They won, and they won awards.
Thank you. The things did win awards.
I know.
You're very kind. It's not a distraction, though. These guys are kids. They want to do things. They want to do things musically. They want to be on stage. They want to be in movies. They want to do TV shows.
Too, right? Helps the league and notoriety and everything else.
Why not?
Shoots from the elbow, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Trier. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Brunson laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Cornette. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Doncic.
Maxi Kleber.
New York on D. Here's Mesri. Got it. Good job in the low post. Mesri's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Knicks shooting here in the 4th quarter, around 41%. Now, Moutier. Now the pass to Cornette. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Cantor checked in for the Knicks. Knicks on defense. It's good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
New York's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
The Knicks making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
Shooting 1.
Passes it to Baker. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Here's Brunson. Connects from three-point range. Brunson's got 12 points here in the second half.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Here's Burke. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Right side, Thomas. It's rebounded by Dallas. Measury's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Finney-Smith. Again, the Mavericks score. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age, if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is that number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got 2 pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
most
one I
recent
played
23?
against. Yeah,
oh,
that
that
guy.
23.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. And you know, Ron Baker, a guy who always seems, Brent, to be fighting for a roster spot.
Man, a walk-on in college, went undrafted, but then really had a great summer league and steadily improving his game. That's the amazing thing, that it at his age adds something to his game every offseason. And those instincts, both on the floor and off, have given him an opportunity in the NBA.
That free throw, no good. Izanya, he's checked in for Trier. So he comes up empty, missing both. Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14 having school and basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
The Knicks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Burke. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Offensive rebound. Measury. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Measury's got 6 here in this quarter.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
Yeah, second chance points are demoralizing, especially after you worked hard to get the stop in the first place.
Baker kicks to Izanya. Down low. Pass to Burke. Fires the 3. Measury with the rebound. Measury's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Kleba. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. Burke dishes to Thomas. Pass to Baker. About a quarter of the players in the NBA were born outside the USA. Brent, could that percentage swell to half within a couple decades?
I don't think we're ever going to get that far with foreign-born players, but it's exciting to see all the representation around the league. We've certainly had some standouts, and I'm a little bit sad that this year might be the last year we see one of the most incredible players, if not the best European player the league's ever seen in Dirk Nowitzki, probably retiring in Dallas after the year.
At the line for the Knicks, Enes Kanter. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Mavericks making a switch here. Berea's checked in. And then for New York, Vonleh comes in for Lance Thomas. And it's Trier in for Baker. And Kanter drops them both. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Barnes.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum, and his effort has been very special tonight. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baseline jumper, and it's Dallas with another.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
A nice shot by Berea.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
And there's the pass to Burke. And slam dunk by Burke.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
2.
Okay. Shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Barea. And both free throws good for Barea. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Burke. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you were active at both ends today. How did you get yourself going?
I think it was just us trying to come out and win a game at home. We know how important these are. Every game that we play is important, so we just got to keep it going.
And you protected the home court well, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.